Do you guys believe that is how it should be? Because the donors has the right, when you hear people trying demons, go on the platform and lock them down. Lock them down. You have the right, go on the platform and lock them down. Don't allow evil to persist. It's time for us to get it right. Get it right, man. It's time for us to get it right. Stop demonizing people, man. Stop it, man. Stop it. Stop it. Who is somebody asked a question? Good night.
Up and running YouTube.
Good night.
Up and running.
Ashanti360. How are you doing? She said, good night. Did you tell Natasha? Natasha, did you tell Natasha to go back on the road and beg? That's a lie. That's a lie. From the pit of hell, my sister. That's a lie. I've heard that sentence, my sister. That's a lie. I told Natasha, if she continue telling these lies and allow the people who love her to draw away from her, she's going to end up back where we found her. That's what I said to her. I said, if you don't stop telling these lies to the people who care for you, and the people who love you, and who embrace you, and Auntie Noreen was on the phone when I told her that. And Noreen, we were having a three-way talk. She and Noreen and I. And I told her if she don't change and stop telling these lies and drive away those people who loved her, she's going to end up back at the same place that we found her. And I will say it again, my sister, because that is true. If she let the people who love her, who care for her, run away, then that's what's going to happen. It's my sister. You guys don't even know. Ashanti360 sent gas for her on a Friday, and by the Sunday, she told Ashanti that the gas finished. You guys don't know that these things. Why do you think Ashanti drought? You guys know that Ashanti is a very strict person, and he's somebody who I believe he has a heart. In spite of what anyone want to say, he has a heart. Greetings.
Alright, who one that somebody on YouTube asked? I would start my YouTube before. Alright, that's Prince R. Did a live about Natasha. And not too long talked to Natasha through voice note. Was pretty interested. But before we get to that, I'm going to go to the full story. The truth what me can talk about from helping her. Okay? So, as I said, while I was helping Natasha, I know of a few ladies was helping her. And one of them I would talk to at times. I noticed there was confusion because Natasha tell me one something and tell the lady one something. So I start communicate with her. That's true. Hello, how you stay now? Are you ready? Or you want to call when you're ready? Yeah, I'm live. I'm ready for you when you are ready. So you want to call me when you're ready? Alright, call me as soon as you're ready. I'm waiting. Alright, so I'm going to talk to one if I do one. So as I said, Jody Wagwan, I'm going to get my food. I don't know if I'm come back. I'm going to get some red lobster. So as I said, some of the things them where Prince all talk, or the things that I hear him talk rather, what me know about attitude. You understand? Attitude. Somehow me hear him talk about so far. Alright? Some of the things them I'm not aware of, like the money I just told me I know about the money. And Zazan give her more money. And me talk to her and she tell me something about that money there. She voice note me. Natasha probably I watch now because it seems like she watch. Big up yourself, Natasha, if you watch. But she tell me say a long time money that. Probably Prince Hall or one of the ladies them will donate or know more about that can call it. She actually voice note me and tell me that. And she tell me some other things. I'm not even sure I'm supposed to repeat it. It was a voice note, but I'm not going to play. I don't like ungratefulness. This one man say, I want it now show it to me. If me see it, I get done, I don't like it. So I'm going to wait for it to go and play this in the meantime. One of the donor that was helping her go in the car. Probably I'm going to talk to two of them too. Hold on, let me see. Alright, Bluetooth up now. So in the meantime, till she's ready, we'll go and play this. Pretty Kim, big up yourself. Mark Lock, up and running. Shut up, I'm forgetting. 1 second, people. Oh, my life. Alright. Alright, so maybe we get it moving now. I'm not listening to all I still, but what my hear so far kind of much. And I'm telling you something, I like this young lady still. Alright. So this person now call me now, so let me talk to her. Good evening. Could I talk? Hold on, let me see if you're ready. You ready to talk on the live? I'm on live now. I'm on Ashanti360. I don't know. I'm on it now. You need to refresh your page. Exit out and refresh your page.
Maybe I need to request it because I've just seen the one that I just.
No, I'm on the live now. You need to refresh the page. We're actually waiting for you to come on the phone. Nicola, how you doing? Alright, so when you do it, call me back.
Alright.
Nah, stop talking before you treat my body. You treat me worse than how me treat Jordy. Jordy, I love you one more time. Alright, much people text me in between. Look wild, cha-cha.
And I can tell you that when you hear persons who don't know, I want to say this before, that I've never heard anyone say or question the reason why a person like Ashanti360, why he pull out. Why? Have you ever questioned that? Why a person like Ashanti who was so involved? Ashanti was he was just blessing her. He was he was doing things for her. He was trying to reach out to her. Have you ever questioned why? Why Ashanti360 pull out? Why? Why?
Friend.
Why?
these are things that we have to analyze. Truth is something that is not popular. But truth
True that.
wear clothes. It's naked. We started the journey with Natasha.
We're live on YouTube, like it on YouTube, share on Facebook.
Myself and Zazan and Daddy Eli saw her in Crossroad, as you guys know. We
Alright, Peter Daddy Leroy.
from the pit of hell, my sister. That's a lie. I've heard that sentence, my sister. That's a lie. I told Natasha, if she continue telling these lies and allow the people who love her to draw away from her, she's going to end up back where we found her. That's what I said to her.
I can't confirm exactly this, but one thing for sure I can confirm, she did tell me, and come to her, and she don't wonder, like if I tell her, say, if she continue to lie to me, I'm going to talk to her about it. I will pull away, and that's why she probably not hear from me so much. So she did talk to me about that, and I did. Take care of that matlock for me. So I threw my tail. As she did tell me, I was wondering how he know. I mean, I saw one person to talk to, which was the lady that helping her. I'm not talking to nobody else. And me and her and the lady talk, I think on 3 weeks. And she know I'm talk to her because the lady trying to help her. And I trying helping her, she and others. So I make she know straight that I talk to the lady. And she know. Because I say, she's a little confusion and start. You know, and me even start wondering how things are done so quick and stuff like that.
I said, if you don't stop telling these lies to the people who care for you and the people who love you and who have embraced you. And Auntie Noreen was on the phone when I told her that. At Noreen, we were having a 3-way talk. She, at Noreen, and I. And I told her if she don't change and stop telling these lies and drive away those people who love her, she's going to end up back at the same place that we found her.
I believe.
And I will say, again, my...
I'm telling you why I believe. Because she come to me and she talk to me about it. And the other one I know like if me telling. So I threw him at her. And she tell me say that also, which I never talk to Prince ever. Talk to him about, him talk to her about lying to me. So me tell her, I say, you know it wasn't me, but you know me talk to the lady, and me tell her whatever in between us, me tell her the truth and the lie, me tell her. So she know me and the same lady, so me not gonna play the voice note. But I'm telling some things that Natasha tell me. I call her, I wait for you because I know you have a 7 o'clock meeting. Please, if you ever not find the live, you want me to send you the link, I just come on and come talk to me. Please, I can go back and watch. Because I know the time I go.
Because that is true. If she let the people who love her,
then so we can continue on.
Run.
We'll deal with that party after the show.
That's what's going to happen. It's not, you guys don't even know. Ashanti360 sent gas for her on a Friday. And by the Sunday, she told Ashanti that the gas finished. You guys don't know that.
Alright, let me answer that call. Yeah. Excuse me. And I'm telling somebody hungry. That's why I get my food. Hello, Makala. Good evening.
Hi, Ashanti. Good evening. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. Everybody hearing,
Great,
not
great.
just me, the caller, YouTube and Facebook. Let me just make sure they're hearing. 1 second. When I hear,
Hello?
yes, let me just make sure. When I hear people, alright, maybe you know YouTube if you're not here. Not hear Makala. So, alright now, Makala, let's start now. So,
Okay.
I was telling the audience that, you was one of the lady that donated to Natasha. And, I found out that shortly after starting to help her. And I used to correspond with her. And I was shocked to know today when I find out that, you wasn't working with her. You actually took her to, when you went to Jamaica, you and the rest of the ladies took her up, trying to help her with her reading skills. It should teach her a couple meals that she could cook for her kids so they wouldn't be hungry and stuff like that. And a lot more stuff. So what happened when you tell me, say, you won't be helping her more? So kind of explain to us what happened.
Well, what actually happened in June when we went there, myself and another donor, she had her at her hotel.
That's when you went to Jamaica.
Yes, in June, about June 19, around about there. And we went to the supermarket and we buy over $200 worth of grocery for Natasha.
That's 200 US dollar.
Yes, yes.
In June.
Right.
June that just
Now,
left. I remember
June,
when you go to Jamaica. Continue.
June of this year. I went back September 5th, and I brought things for Natasha. Now, the things I brought for Natasha were a variety of stuff she got, and I understand she's very ungrateful. She's criticizing this stuff and saying all kind of nonsense. The baby clothes I bought from newborn up to a year old, different sizes clothes she got. She got a stroller. I understand she said she can't open the stroller. The stroller has a button that you have to squeeze to open it. She got all.
That's not ungrateful.
Most of the things to take for her to take to the hospital. Items, personal items that she said she needed, she got those. She got a lot of stuff. I sent a lot of stuff for her. But she and I had a thing kick off because I understand that some money was put into her account. And I told Natasha not to use the money because the money was put there to do something to the house. Do not touch the money. Whatever happened, do not touch the money. Now, the other donor have been sending food for Natasha, which I know she can get her food, but she don't like that. She like the money in her hand. So Natasha went in and drew the money. Natasha spent out all the money. And she couldn't give any explanation for the money. So I was
That's the money.
I said, tell her I'm not helping her anymore because what I noticed she's doing, she asks me for money or she asks for food and then she go back and ask somebody for food again. And she asks somebody for food. So to me,
was that the money?
A wrong page of
Makala, was that the money that Mr. Prince was talking about?
Say that again. You're breaking up. Was that the money? Repeat that.
Was that the money Mr. Prince was talking about?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Continue.
Yes. Yes. So, and this is the second time she did something like that. And she did it before. You talked to her, and she did it again. So it seems to me like she have an attitude like if the donor send her something, you can't tell her. You can't advise her what to do with it because it's not hers. So, and she lied. She said her sister borrow some of the money. I asked her mother said she don't know nothing about that. She's not speaking the truth. So she has a whole list, a long list of fast food thing where she buying, what she bought. It's a lot of money for her to spend off in about two
So how
to
much
4
money she
months.
spend in that period of time? How long of a time?
It's to me, my understanding is it's less than 3 months to spend off the money.
How much
She
money you
spent
learn
off
to
the money,
understand that
and she
was?
claimed that she was hungry. She was not hungry because she has her supply of food going to her every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, somebody pay for food for her, so she's not hungry.
And
And she told me that she was gonna go, if she don't get her way, she's gonna go back out on the street, go beg.
if she don't get her way.
Yes, she's very manipulative. She used suicidal threats and all kind of threats to get what she wants.
That little young lady was getting talking her voice,
And she
my
was
back to
very
like a
upset.
talk loud. You're not, come on, man. She couldn't do that.
Say that again?
I said that young lady that barely can talk when I talk to her, and I don't think she should do
No,
that.
no. No, man, she a fool you. She fooling you. Natasha make no think that she's a fool. Natasha talk. Natasha smart. Natasha have sense. Natasha sit down and plan
And how you know that?
and orchestrate because I speak to her. I spoke to her.
And
I have conversation with her. Where she
I'm
sit
not
down and
talking
talk
to
to
you.
me.
I
Natasha not as
understand,
stupid as
even
you think she
me,
is.
like to try trick a few times and stuff. But even at times when I help her, like the gas, I send it to you, and you know, and one time in the grocery, and you not too long, or you guys in the group got her grocery, and she had come to me for grocery, and I just had got her grocery like days ago. So I wonder what was going on. And she couldn't
She not
explain or
speaking
like
the truth.
make her 20 pound of rice and all 3-4 days a man said the 20 pound of rice done. You're like, what?
I do want to send her $50. Natasha told me she bought the gas Friday. She bought gas. I was surprised on Sunday when you
And me
spoke
the
to her.
buy her
Natasha
gas
said
the
she don't
same
have any
time.
gas. And Natasha told me, we cook a lot, we cook a lot. I said, Natasha, there's no way the gas could be finished.
When she
Either
tell
you
me the
buy
gas
the
finish,
gas
I tell
or
her,
you
come
want
on
more money to
Natasha,
buy
she tell me that
gas.
small. I said, Natasha, I used to live in Jamaica. I come to Jamaica a lot. I know a small can of gas. And with me know with people with like even a family with about 2 adults and 2 kids, that usually lasts close to a month, a little bit over a month. With somebody I cook every day, like dinner and breakfast. The little gas. So I was shocked when she said
Natasha
it
don't
done
cook that
in there.
often because plenty time I used to talk to Natasha very often and I stopped talking to her as often. It's 6 o'clock at night, Natasha don't eat dinner yet because Natasha cannot cook. She have to wait for her
I
mother
wanna
to
ask
cook.
her about that
So the
because
lady
somebody
across
tell
the
me, she
street
said no, she could cook.
I used to cook and take dinner for her, but she doesn't like that. What she likes is that you put the money in her hand and she spend it. Because what we used to do now is monitor her spending. We send the money to a to a lady over there, and she'll be responsible to supply her with food and give her bus fare to go to clinic and all that. She don't like. She's very upset about that. She want the money in her hand because she say, I'm not a child. Why she should be holding my card? Why she should be spending my money?
And why you think she
I can
want the
spend my
money in
own
her
money.
hand?
So I test her on the phone. I said, if you go to the store with $50 and you spend $30, how much you get? How much are you supposed to get back? She couldn't tell me.
She have problem
She
checking
couldn't say.
then.
She
But you
couldn't say
remember
that.
when I even met them, some money got to her, and I get somebody to take her to the doctor, and we got her the grocery, and even in the video, the person tell me, and I'm not disrespecting her, that she couldn't really, when it come out of like the 100, like she couldn't add certain money. So, cause I know I make the video for sure that she got a certain money. So, even when in the video, them they tell them, do over about the video. And, cause she that kind of struggle. and then kind of help her as the video. And if you hear the video on the show, me even have the video still, you hear the person I tell her how much, like, 200, 300, when it reach a certain limit. So you're telling the truth.
She can't count money. She cannot spend money. She needs somebody to supervise her fully. And the problem I have is that anytime anything go wrong, nobody knows anything. She pulled the money out of the bank, and I'm sure somebody must have seen her habit of going to fast food, eating fast food, or whatever she's purchasing. But nobody knows anything. But that lump sum of money is finished. It's done. And then she wants.
And how much money was that? Like
She have a whole
$150,000?
list of people she calling. I have a person who she calls, who know me, and she send me the text. So she called the lady, and then she texts her and tell her that my name is Natasha so and so. I live in Gregory Park, and I'm so and so. I'm asking you for some money to buy food. I'm asking you for some food, please. And she's forwarded the text to me. And asked me if this is the same Natasha we are helping. So she don't understand that this world is a very small place. She can't play those tricks for too long.
And I also let a lady send money to her. And the lady is, from overseas. And the lady expressed to me quite a few times on Natasha. She keep calling her because she had a lady number from the Western Union and begging her money. Multiple times. The lady would call me and kind of expressing it. Like, and the lady tell me she wouldn't, even like she don't have it like that, but if it's a need, she'll help doing nothing without me saying it's okay to do it. So at the time I tell her, don't do nothing.
That girl, I find she's very ungrateful because even the other lady used to help her. The lady would help her, and she would say derogatory things about the woman, and the man just help and talk to her, and she have a way to
quiet, Natasha. My baby can't talk.
No, man, she have a way to smooth for my mother, my this, my that. And it's just like a skin can artist. And the lady would talk to her and say, oh, she's sorry for her and so forth. And she would come back and she would say things about the woman that's not nice.
My almost can't believe it. You're the lady who used to help her, all that teacher for count and then something.
You don't do that. I have to say to her, Natasha, remember where you're coming from. Remember where you used to live. Look where you live now. It is donors who give you this opportunity. Why are you so ungrateful?
Remember when you were so worried about her, if they might go do her something and all that?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think I'm done with her.
Because
people have to work hard for their money, and Natasha thinks that people are obligated to give her things. You give her something and she go back, go chat you behind your back with somebody else and tell lies to get something else.
Oh, wow.
She knows what she's doing. And I don't think she's doing it on her own. Because some of the texts that she sent, they're too advanced for her level of education. Where she sent the text to me, and sometimes she sent another text and you can hardly read it.
That is true. I can confirm that because it happened with me.
Somebody is working with her
to
get
I got
money from the donors
like
because they see the donors as a source of income. So they sit down and they plot what they're going to do and get things from donors. And I don't care if she wants to vex. Because I'm really frustrated with her. I give up on her. Because I don't like people of that dishonest tendency.
This is really disappointed, actually ashamed.
Yes, it makes me feel so embarrassed.
That we was rooting for her and helping her and really looking for the best for her. And I remember she used to complain about various stuff. I would have called you and talk and would have tried. Remember me I talk and so I got try the table, the plumbing, I would line up certain little thing, but our behaviors and the ways them start come out to me. So I kind of pull up, but I would have still do little stuff for her.
Unfortunately, she don't understand and not know how to show appreciation. She show ungratefulness and disrespect instead of saying thank you. She say thank you with her mouth, but her heart is not there. You can tell because of the things you said to other people.
Aye, boy.
So she has to. Even tried the soap business. When I started with the soap business, I said to her, when you sell the soap, let me know how much you sell and how much. She couldn't tell me how much sell. She sold up. She said all the soap is finished.
And I could confirm that,
I'm going
because
to use
I
a
also
fictitious
tried to
number now.
find out from her how she sell the soap and how much, and it never add up. You know, so
I
because she
said to
come to
her,
me
how
to
many
do a
soap sell?
soap business.
She will say 20. How much you sell the soap them for?
Yeah. It never add
$100.
up. The money never even did
How
ever
much
make
you
back.
supposed to have? Then she tell me something like she have like $800. I said that cannot happen. So what? You don't even make back the money you used to buy the soap, and the soap is finished.
But she asked me about to do the soap business, and I tell her no, and I explain why, and show her why she never do good in other business there. So it wouldn't be smart for me to do that with her. And I told her no. I said she don't want to buy back more.
I don't know. I tried, and there are other people out there who do well with the help that I'm offering her. Because I just came back from Jamaica and I've seen a lot of need out there, and I can't spend so much energy on somebody who don't even know how to show appreciation. She won't die for hunger. Somebody will give her food, but she need to stop calling 10 and how much people in one day and telling them the same story so she can get things. She need to stop that.
She definitely did that between me and you. I'm being honest.
Right? She needs to stop it. It's a practice she has been doing, and she says she's going to go back to do it. So, you can take her so far.
Yes.
But what else can you do?
Carla, me nah go keep it too long too, I make it finish up, but me know you have a meeting, so we talk about it.
When she calls, they get in touch with one of the charity persons and ask them, because don't send your money directly to her, because she's running a little business.
Yes.
All right?
Thank you, Carla.
You're welcome.
All right. So we're talking about Natasha. All right. Let me see. Okay, what this? So get to that person. Alright, so. Hold on. Person probably will call me back and they text me before. What I never just said to the caller, and what I never said to owner, say, Natasha voice note, but I tell her that. Tell her some won't even repeat a part of what she said. Because it sounds so ungrateful. But I'm going to confirm what the caller said. Because Trisha, them type of people don't want nobody think I come down on her. And I'm going to say, the young lady who I like. I like the truth though. And the donor them work hard for their money, and that lady was a donor. I don't want nobody think nobody I take advantage of somebody. which it's not going on right here. And the voice note, she did tell me, say, I owe money. Me get to find out and tell me different. Said it's not all money. And sometimes since me I deal with her like, but when me not really talk up or after I put up the light and then something there. Sometime after. YouTube get cut off. The lady give her a playpen. I had bought her a playpen out my own pocket. Lady tell me she give her one of the something them we call that they put the baby and it's small, I would like the net over, yeah, that baby clothes. A group of them, man, yeah, multiple stuff. She complained to me. Don't know if she watched live before. Just went and in another voice note. So the clothes them the big. But now I just buy just ball alone. Cause baby I go grow. She complained that she never even get a net for the playpen, and mosquito go bite up the baby. So mosquito wouldn't bite up the baby same way in the bed. Because the lady never gave the pen. You'd have to get a net still. How much people going to do? Something what she said about the lady, she said to me, I asked her, oh, you mean that something can't open? You probably can't, squeeze it. She said it can't open. I said that about her voice note. She said it can't open. The ear what the lady said, that had the stroller. She now press the button or she must not know. So I said, next lady, I'm not sure if it was Maureen. I knew. Don't want to lie on nobody. That listening back. I'm more sure that was the name. Yeah, the clothes them and the clothes them did. She also explained to me, to be honest, I never tell her it was ungrateful or not. Why is that? Because she also expressed, which this is not the first time she expressed it to me. She wanted to kill herself or hurt herself. She can't take life no more in the same voice note. It's not the first time she expressed that to me. And I know a certain time she do it. That same doing, I know that too. Because she do it and I talk to her and tell her, say, I know what she do and I tell her to stop it. Because when I deal with people like that and, all the time. So I tell her, say, I know what she doing. But don't do it. And she have her kids to live for. And why I did that is because she do it more than one time and she do it when I tell her, think that time I talk to her about lying. That's when I talk to her about something. And tell her she wouldn't be getting no more help. And if people know certain things, they're not going to help her. And I tell her I was warning her. Because I don't want it to get to that point. And I tell her how fortunate she was to have the lady and the other of them and Prince a help her. For what it? One day she voice note me. I'm telling me talk to her about the gas and I tell her, I say, you lie. The gas can't done so quick. So she should have called me and she never get me. Would I call her back sometime. She probably see me lose interest and I succumb. She probably talk to the lady. And I talk to her about it as I telling her before until I don't let it get there. Just, don't lie. And I talk to her multiple times about lying and what it would do. And I'm not go hard, I'm not go fast, I'm just talking a strong tone. Because it's very manipulating. I'll do her. And she knows something like her. because of her state, I would really want to help her, not just me, other people. And take advantage. Although she sickly or what, she know to do that. Goodly. Good. And put on the sad vibes, all of that. All of that are true. She know to do it. Where even other people tell me how she talk, sometimes I shock when I hear it. Because I know she can't talk with them strong voice. So it end up kind of twist for me that I try to make it not reach. Obviously, she have people in the background. I do it too. When it's up with the soap, I check out the soap with the lady gear, and it just was like, no way I could have given her money for do her business because it was just she can't check. I'm not disrespect her. But just I thought the truth. Because I don't want, what I say, and we do what I say. And real quick with the Zazan thing, I don't want people I say pick and misleading and this. As I said before, part of the reason why my helper was the same tape what Prince all put out. I see him as a decent person. But help, don't know him, never talk to him. Talk to other people that know him. So that was part and not all of the reason why me decided the light. It wasn't easy to get that light on. It was Ellen Proud House. And even with she with the money, because we have to befriend people around there, and them still would even pick up the money. Because they don't want to hear them name and them know her behavior. So we have to make she and kind of guide her how much she give them to do that, take the receipt and pay the man fee to finally get the light. And some of the same people they must say, the loser place with, and then me kind of beg and work out so could I help get the light on. You have to know for work, and you saw my say I look on the bigger picture. I was them happiest day of them life when them get one of the happiest day of the life. And them been having light since. And them own wire. So I thought that was great. But Zazan gave her money. I never know about it till like today. So nobody wasn't lying on him. Part of the money where him been have it. And if you ask me, from my checking off, impossible have about 4 or 5,000 US dollars still. What she never get. Not saying she's supposed to get it, but me just like, for waste or nothing like that. But it's rather the right thing with their youths them. But still not come up with. But what was collected. So nobody not lie, but the truth must stand. And when I put no extra life on nobody, but that are the truth. Nobody want to pull it out of the sky and try to make up story upon Zazan. No, that wasn't it. The person that call me back, if they could call me back, please, I would appreciate it. As me say, that young lady, because I know I'm drawn to them type of people. And probably true used to work with them for such a long period of time. I have a soft heart for them, because I know them get treated. So them always fitting in the people that I'm help. I'm not really prejudiced against them. I'm kind of take my time and listen to them and kick back. Because it kind of remind me a little like Candy Walk. You know, I get along. And that's some mistake. Because I know people treat them people and have experience and see how people treat them like animal. Disabled people and mental illness. That's something I like. You understand me? So I'm always drawn to them people. and try help them. I would not play the voice note. Cause it not gonna do her no good. The stuff that the lady said, she expressed that after I come out for the first live. So I lie the lady I tell upon her. Me talk that before, Pat. Say she have mental issues. I mean, I diagnose nobody, but from talking to her and you know everything. But try to call her, and when me know she do this stuff, one sec, hold on. Answer the phone. Why the phone not answer? Phone hang up and not answer. I want me know say she do this something there. I call the lady. She try to trick me and the lady. I'm going to tell her. I'm going to tell her so I tell the lady. But she like her. I know she really need help. Because I know that she's sick. Because she know I talk to the lady. I want to exchange information. Because she try to trick me already. And she still angry. She not really comprehend. Like when a child, I get trouble. And the more do something and don't even realize that, you know, them look a bird brain. You figure out what them do. And them left everything in them tracks. Them not outthink it. I saw right this at the level. So me always have a try. That's why me kinda, you see me just not gonna get no money on certain things. But some of the things that I never know it that bad on that level there. Me not gonna lie. Why me not get to call you back, my friend? I never wipe before. I'll scream myself. Alright. My call you back, my call. So me not gonna say she don't need help. 1 second then my call. You had my live, my caller. Is that okay? I don't want to be on the live. Take care.
Because I asked for my friend, man.
Okay,
Yeah.
that was your friend. Alright,
Yeah,
then
man.
no problem.
Yeah.
Nah, right. Let me don't talk to you after here then.
Yeah, bless up, alright.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna say, and Claudine, no, because she did a help her. So she know, like, you know, on disability, so that real. And that's not just a sad thing, the kids need the help. And even one of the child, me and one of the, you know where, even the teacher, them like, you know, treat the child away and the child need to get in our next school and like the child a little behind, but probably the same learning disability or something like that possible since the mother have it. You understand me? And not just that, did I like, you know, the child have a hard time I talk to people. Me one of the child still have problem communicate, but a child that can't talk, you know, next little baby I talk late. That problem I talk, but that one can talk. But them not so used to people. And that is a big problem. The child kind of withdraw in school and then something. And now learn. Now answer question, now talk to teacher almost like none at all. So she need the help, all the kids them need the help, to be honest. She gotta do, she mess it up still. Cause I talk about people like that, nobody not gonna want help. And as me say, because after me know she got through, me still kinda, still, but me not give her nothing in her hand. And me say, me need to do some plumbing work, Never collect no money feet or nothing or even ask. But me and the lady talk about it. Because this lady was one of the main persons she had as well help. So should I give me and would I get the person? Would I rather even talk to somebody down there and them to come look on it from the community? For do it. And do some little more things around the house. Then we'd even talk about getting somebody for help her. We'd even talk to the person for like help her or show her or something. And young lady, I guess, mess up all of that. What am I saying? And so I'm going to say, and I saw that part of the something there. Alright, more to it, but as I say, I don't even feel like but them I say are the truth.
Yeah, man. I am making some things right here this evening.
Nah,
because there are persons who get the information correctly and they are being misled. Because I know that there's no way. When you look at how quick Ashanti helped Natasha, quick, he said people he was doing so much good. And all of a sudden, Ashanti had to back off. Why? He realized that she told him a massive lie. He bought the gas on Friday, so he buy gas Friday. And by Sunday, Natasha told him that the gas is finished. You guys don't know these things. You guys don't know these things. So my sister, I did not tell her that. Never to tell her that. All I told her is that if she don't change, if she don't stop, I didn't tell her that. Well, play it. You can play it, my sister. Play it. Because it's one thing about me. I have no secret. So, in some 13, he's saying that she have the vice note. Play it. Please, I beg you. Play it. You can even play it. Call me now. I'll play it on the live here. Because I want everybody to hear what I said. I said she's going to end up the same place if she don't stop from telling these lies. So unless somebody edit it, unless somebody edit the voice note, which I know persons will do.
Wondering how he knew.
I know persons will do.
The man not lying. I'm going to be honest.
And Noreen said, you have a voice note of what? She's asking you. So we want to hear what is on that voice note.
I'm not going to spread the rumors and sleep on the good people.
My sister, 13. If there's something on it, that's a secret. Play it. As I said, unless persons edit it, which I know have happened in the past.
I still continue to do it. Man, a terrible do a man down in Jamaica. And I make it bad for others who need the help. Because I'm scamming, thieving behaviors. No wicked actually. Because people work hard. I would have liked at least most of them send them money for. Go towards it. And feel good on themselves. So they might make a change in somebody's life. And a piece of somebody deceive them. And take their money for them own gain instead of helping the needy. But they have these people too, these recipients, I see them over and over, who follow these charity owners. Because they never know about the thieving way, but through them split up the money with them all the time. And them lie about sickness and other stuff with them and gain money. So they will go do all these other stuff too. Go behind back all of that. And some of them go behind back with either making up with you and nothing like that. Them do it on them own. Because they are greedy. One thing they hate about giving is giving to the wrong person. I mean, it's a giver. I have to hide that. Because you can't give to everybody because you don't have it like that. But a lot of people really do need it. I tell you. So when you get to the wrong person, I greedy, have it and want more. and other people that love it for make a difference. That's not right. Not right. We know hard people work for their money. You know what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna suffer and get down there after a while. Cause guess what? People work hard for their money. And the second way out Jamaica income coming out of the country is not on the government provide the job. It's not UNO down there. In the private sector provide most of the money either. The second most way. Number one is still tourists. What's catching up to tourists is the money, remittance money. Where family and friends and loved ones send back. When nobody work for in Jamaica. And they scam the people them too. Them money they are it to keep the country. The second most way how Jamaica make money is that. Now check it. Money through MoneyGram Western Union. And una mess up that. Una go suffer then. Because the good are going to end up suffer for the bad. I mean the type of youth, I love poor people. Remember my Franklin Town days, born in Rockford. So I can't stop help poor people. You know my grandmother is and raised me. Your mother. Give me a satisfaction inside. I swear. Probably get here food. Even it give me that satisfaction there. So, these ladies, they couldn't get no better than that. All them did that help Natasha. For make a difference in her life. They never scorn her. You know she are the most. Yeah, some people that scorn people like her. Them redirect her. Which people like she have to get a whole heap of redirection. They have to constantly put them on a routine and tell them the right things to do. Like a child. Over and over and over. So them can. And that's how this lady was helping this young lady. Too much people now got together to do that for nobody. Them not owe nobody not now owe Natasha anything. Nothing at all. Prince never have to do nothing when do for her. Trust me, I way more. From people, other people giving her money, she spend it off on the card. I don't know about the card with Prince attack, but me know about other card. That's the money disappeared to. And obviously, from what I know now, she said that go on like she possibly not have no sense, but she know what happened to the money, even if her people put her up to it. People in our community tell me what she did. And she never did a cook when she tell me. When that time I tell her to put me on camera, put it on camera and show me, I guess that time that she happen for her cook. Because I tell her some here she can't cook. Because she's smart certain way. Because I tell her some here have food she buy every day. So they might try to fight her though. Natasha tell me at one point that she don't sell a soap powder like in 2 days. She lied. I'm going to tell about the lady. Because she tell the lady say like she have some left back. I can't go on and on, but I'm just leave it. I'm tell her say, me know with it myself, she still have an illness still. I know it's a real illness. So I'm just cool. I know that she not have money and she can't check. And even when she have money, and even when I tell her if I pick up the money I'm there on the phone, Me hear people I tell her push the money in her pocket, it a drop out. My father tell her push the money in your pocket good, now make it drop out and then something now you pull out your hand. So she knows, you know, the best them way. The people take her money from her easily. 1, 2. And she can't check properly. And that's just the truth. She has somebody who that need somebody to help her for the rest of her life. Mommy or somebody to help her. Some things she gonna learn, some things that she not gonna ever learn or able to do. Some things with her routine and the right care and people that help her spoil up that. She gotta get way better and gain the things then and learn how to do them. And to help our kids more. And the people that have sense, I was not just the internet people who are run around, are real people like Claudine and the lady who call, they that try to help her. Alright, and the people that see that look at hype or nothing, because all of them something that go on behind the scene. And some of the something them know what she do and them still try with it. Even me and me tell them, and me still I say, and me tell her what she do, and Claire said, me still they don't want to help her. But you know, me not give her money and certain, but if she continue, me not gonna be able to do it. So, nobody no go around and tell life and the people them for that Prince Ali that talk about, or just not do it. Alright? People them try. Fear is fear. You know, and I say I know about other money and grocery she get, and she do it to me, what princess. So you understand, me never talk to him, and not because she have her illness, me not talk to her abnormal or treat her no way. Me talk to her normal. I'm confront her normal. I make she take me for food, so I'm talking a sturdy voice. And before I go on the phone with her, I know that I'm going to put on that sturdy voice when she do something. Because I know how she try to get to you and trick you. That I say I like her. I say I used to do a job like this for 12 years. So I know people like that, I saw them work. And show a lot of time them one dimension and them something there. So although she knows me and the lady are talk, she still I try trick me. I will confront her already and she still I try. And you understand what I say, so that's one of them things there. You see me? But a lot of people out there will need help and it's just sad that things like this happen and people, you know, I will get turned off and do get turned off. Because that people are hard working money. They have had better something to do than hard working money.
And she was on the phone, and I said, if you don't stop from telling these lies and drive our people, you're going to end up at the same place. If I did I say anything wrong? I want you guys to answer me. Did I say anything wrong? Answer me, guys. For me to let her know that if she don't stop driving away people like us from around her by these lies,
I'm a confirm that this is the truth. But she come to me when I talk to her.
Anything wrong? I want you guys to tell me if I said something
and
wrong.
I never talk to you.
I'm getting the nose.
The man never do nothing wrong.
Alright, Sister Carla said, Prince Natasha have a lot to say to people because she called me too, but I know she called me too. I know to believe from what not to believe. Sister Carla is saying, I believe our vengeance to God. Natasha said, whenever people call her, they told her to put the phone the phone. I'm trying to the phone on speaker. So what is going on? People have been calling her, and they are recording her.
Okay.
And they don't know that she has been doing a lot of telling lies. And any person, anyone you see do that, that tell you that they have an agenda. Anytime you find a person recording some
that's why I talk the truth.
that is telling you, just that alone, tell you what the person has in their mind. They have an agenda. And it is wrong. When we find Natasha on the 19th of December 2019, none of who is now advocating for her, they were anywhere in the picture. None.
And
no person did not go the length and breadth. When she was having
feel like you not know farmer stamina or nothing. I don't know.
We went all out. We were there at the hospital late at night. Nobody cared for Natasha as we. None. And I will say this without apology. Nobody cared for Natasha as we. None. Counseling. I've taken her to counseling several times. And the only reason why she has not gone now is because she's feeling some pain.
Well, Natasha, we're in the group then.
You can't grab everything that someone says.
Go and
Be wise. It's time for us to stop demonizing people. God is not pleased. And this is for, I'm saying, I know of about 4 or 5 persons who have called me. And they called me and they did not know these things. And that is why I'm doing, it's like 5 persons called me and said, Prince, they are hearing this. And I said, fine, I will do it alive and explain what is happening. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's not right. And I would say this without apology. When we found Natasha, if you guys go back and look at the first day and look at what she has gotten now, where she has lived now, what she has achieved from that time till now, no one should really try to demonize person involved. And that is the truth. No one. If something is wrong, the person should call and say, I have some concern. You understand? But no one should try to demonize because the fact is her life has changed drastically. Okay, my sister, thank you. See, Kingston 13 said, I didn't know Natasha is not telling the truth. Anyway, Prince, I would love for you to hear the advice note. Yes, man, no problem.
That's 100% the name of them record.
My number is 876-447-9040. 876-447-9040.
Keep our receipt over here.
9040. And respectfully so, I respect everyone. I don't try to disrespect no one. 4 persons call me since the last 3 days. 4 donors. And when they call me, they're saying, Prince, what is happening? Because they are hearing things and it doesn't sound good. So I say, all right, I'm going to make a call. I'm going to find out what is happening. But then I realize that there are things that is out there, but that is not so. You see, Natasha has to come to grip. We had made plans to get a little for her to sell, like hair products and so on, and wigs and so on. All of those plans, they were about to take place, but then she got back pregnant again. So those plans are discontinued. All right. So all I'm saying, let's get the facts first. Because speaking out of terms, without knowing these things, Yes.
And from working with her and helping her,
My
she can't get money, Jack.
Ashanti stepped away. She told him lie. And you know Ashanti is a straightforward person. He doesn't want nobody to tell him lies. Because he was there helping her so well. He was sending things to her. In the space of 2 weeks, she got so much things. People just carrying things that he organized. So why are you telling the person end up lying?
I know it's have the little issue.
All right, just recently, just
honest to God,
a week ago, Auntie Noreen, she said to her, go and get some milk from the
I know she really do have the issues. I know
she said she went and the didn't have any milk. Only when Auntie Noreen called the Auntie said, Natasha didn't come here. She come here and buy something. She didn't come here and ask me for nothing. So what I'm saying.
Wow, everything done man on the biscuit left.
All right, Pastor. No problem. No problem, Pastor. Yes, Pastor. All I'm saying, guys, is that God loved for the truth. God loved the truth. Pastor Elian, Pastor Andrew Elian, guys, remember the show, Embrace.
And too much people are getting help for Natasha,
the 30.
Not just the help, the surrounding of people, the support her. I mean, help a lot of people, and not too much people get that. And a partner is important. Like people, as me is a busy man, they have other people for the help. So somebody like Claudette's name is Claudine, the lady will call, and people like that. Prince, Mr. Prince, them people are important. Because even when me, somebody like me gone and I help somebody else or deal with a different type of situation, I know what got over here, so. Them have some more time, can sit down, drop off something, help her count, help her read, guide her in cook a little basic meal, go Jamaica, show her how to cook a few different basic meal, when I take long and simple stuff like that them did that with her. So, Jaja, you get what I say? Sad, because all the people watch me have mental illness, and this week a mental illness awareness week. Mental illness awareness. I would think should I pick one mental illness and just Google it and Google the meaning and some of the cause and some of the symptoms. If you want to feel good and feel proud, instead of hater, you don't have to say nobody no money or nothing. But go read up, even about one or see the different type of mental illness. And we probably can have a better understanding and necessary about the money but other stuff and people with mental illness. You understand? And let me tell you something. Regular people, I don't have so much patience with them. I'm honest, people know me know that. But for some reason, then pick them out, the soft to them, I like all people and picking it to me. And so I know that I get mistreated and I not ask price. I'm sure. And I get super mistreated. I know people who have kids like that. And I know them feel about them kids. And people and me and them close to. And I know them feel about them kids. You understand what I'm saying? So I always strive for. But the thing real, Suzette, how you doing? You're not lie. Alright? So I say, the ladies thing I know Charlotte because she do need help. But she do want to do something them with them say. You know, when everything it worth it for me, get nothing else detail. Till me tell them how truth and I get the point already. You understand what I say? But me, we still help her no cash. You understand me? Bad enough to give them money. I know a few people still, but you know, I can't go too much. You understand what man say? She spoil up what she have. So in life sometimes you have to learn a lesson, but you see me? Yeah. Cause people go out of them way with Evelyn Miss Brown for help her and shameful man. Over and over them do this. And the first or one time, I mean, how it feel, cause it get done to me over and over. So it make no sense. Watch it go on and make it go build up, then people start playing this with her. Just like how she send me things I complain about them. Should I send other people things I complain about me? So it make no sense me be a hypocrite and watch something like that. I'm say I get ready for play out. Live and direct. They just start the truth. I'm gonna remember the truth tomorrow, next year, and the year after. You get what I'm saying? So it go. You know, I'm nothing to worry about. And you never do nothing wrong in no shape or form. So, you know, I'm nothing to worry about, but talk the truth, like what I say, Mr. Prince I do. Everything when me listen the whole life, I not hear him lie and the young lady, or the lady or call. And as I said, Trisha come to me and me and her talk, although a lot of time I miss her call and I talk to her a lot. But I still talk to her a lot over a certain period of time. And when certain serious issue, no matter what, she will try and get me. And we'll call her back and she will, you know, try for, you know, I'm going to try to talk to whoever for her and try to release the problem for her. That could include her mother or whatever issues are going on at the house, because them always have a little thing go on. Who are sleep over, who move in at the house and all of them something. Well, big up the people what do good, and the lady were calling. Because my sister is a good lady, he's a giver like myself. Because you say some key things in your conversation. Most people that turn off. I don't say you turn off and still have to help people. Because I say those that Jamaica, you still see the need, like what me say, and I haven't been there a little while, that there's a lot of people really, really do need help. And you say you still see. So you kind of understand me, just not helping her. And you feel strong about her, even how that me feel. And probably true, used to work with people like that. It kind of know with me. I true me know say, you get what I say? And it kind of hard for people kind of fully understand. That's how that person have sex. I want to do this. And have sex. And then can't do this. So it look a little weird. You saw a man say, oh, them can't have sex and then can't do this. Them people are usually love sex. Although them can't fry your head. You understand what man say? That's how life is. I don't know if I tell you. But when I go for help people, I don't really question certain things. You saw a man say, but as I say, through me know the need and what all heap of people have the need, and I still know say the challenge she face still. You understand? And I feel far, but I know say she is a sickness, and people with sickness, them usually not call it down upon themselves. And mental illness really like cancer and any other sickness out there. You know what I say? And part of some of them behavior, them sickness, and them lie and do certain things. But some I say probably only now also get it still. There's some I say I just find different way. You see me? Yeah. Some I can't help. No, some man that agree still, but not picking up fear about my youth, my for me fear. And me know within myself, I'm working with mental illness real. And people do things with no control. You understand? She that fully sense. She knows some I talk to the lady and other stuff. And like that couldn't trick me like it does like somebody does easy. But it worked for some people and she tricked some people and get her way, so that's the problem there, so. And she do trick some people. No problem, Claudine. My just be fear, Claudine. And me get the something I hear with it. Mr. Prince Alasa. And you know get rid of certain people out of the thing. And put bad taste in them feelings. And left the thing full up with certain other people. It's a last that. So even the people that really need the help, now I'll get the help. Because the people that want to get the money corrupt and some of the, as in the owner them for the charity and some of the recipient them corrupt. But most of the recipient them are corrupt, them learn from the owner them of the charity. And sometimes they work with them from before and do the tricks then. Because them in them little poor state, they never even know about phone and forget money off a phone. And them learn fast. No matter how them head mad, they know that people over foreign have money. Let's not tell them the truth. You see me? And people like them then are like people that are jail and lock up. Them spend them time on a certain little thing. Now we dig out one little hole every day and now take 20 years and escape out of the little hole. Dig little. You saw a master because them have nothing else to do. So they put all them time on that. Whereas when you kind of one dimension, you focus on certain things. I say everybody now understand. No excuse man make, but mental illness real. And since a mental illness week, as we say, for no instead of the 8 after that show you have understanding. Not tell nobody to get no money. Absolutely no. But just understand mental illness. Alright? Even pick out one form of mental illness, a whole heap. And kind of see some the cause, symptoms, and stuff like that. Alright? Real and affect a lot of us. You know, what if I was familiar with depression and stuff like that, being depressed, anxiety, you know, and what heap more. But it's real. You know, them come with different behaviors. Wide variety. Can cause by a variety of things. Birth, traumatic experience, one single one, from rape, molestation, seeing a wicked act done to somebody or get it done to yourself. So all of us educate yourself. That wouldn't make no sense me come here and me even pick by Natasha. Or do the show a certain way. Won't even feel comfortable at it. And it's not just because I like her, but it wouldn't even make no sense. But the truth I have to talk. I'm have to tell the people the truth. Because it make no sense. Not because shall make good decent people get violated and disrespected and lie tell pan them pan line. No. That not for one, none at all. And if people do their research, people not far worry about them something like that. Instead ready to come play a tape or violate people or them something like that. And Suzette, you know that I talk about Natasha. The over Zazan now they end up helping other people and just yeah. Sylvia, good night. Why on late, Sylvia? Suzette, why you late? Sharon E. So, people, please, one more time again, read something about mental illness. Dre, you know it real. Because suicide, bad. Most of them will never understand. Even me at one point never understand how somebody could have left on the dark side for and take their own life. It's possible. And it's easy for some people. Most of them never understand that. I think that person that forgot ill, but they think that one time because of lack of knowledge. And the wickedest person that could have been. Honestly, that's something. You kind of educate yourself. And when a 13-year-old boy they on my YouTube from the store way down about 5 years ago, or 4 years and change, he killed himself at Jamaica. I'm saying, no, I have to learn more about suicide. I'm going to do a show on it. I mean, I wonder how a 13-year-old could have talk or tired of life and want to kill himself. Just 13 years on the earth. And so Turbo just fed up a life. And I talk something like some big 30-something-year-old people and give up, can't see no light in their life. And understand the whole aspect of it. And how people hate him and nothing that work out and can't take it no more and people are tease him and just give up. And usually you have to reach at least a certain age before that happen. Before. So that make me know so them something they real. The younger you find out about your kids, them the better. I do a hard decision because we black people love disrespect, violate when we learn about other sickness, a friend or a family member. Sometimes we think we are the right by trying to discourage them. Now make them go in on a little bus and I got when I say you're pitting handicap, you're pitting slow and pitting down slide back. But we're doing the right thing. To making a kid learn at the pace that they could adjust to. Them can't stay back a year or two or work on a slower pace, a year or two than them age. Trust me, I see it over and over. And then graduate and then get that just from primary school and at college and get them paper just like everybody else and catch up. Because them start understand life and grow up and develop. Them start get that together too. People mental illness real. They care about you, that make somebody with cancer sick, and you just left your family with cancer or sugar, it's real the same way. And then I accept it as a sickness. People for accept it, you just accept them as crazy and mad. I tell them to say real. People are go prison, people are lose them life. People are lose them family, their marriage. People now get diagnosed. And everything have to do with medication. You have other things you can do. Some of them has meditate, vitamins, diet, exercise, and other stuff when I talk about counseling, inclusions, whether with family, community. So man say real. You're not for born with it. Accident. See something crazy. Somebody molest you, rape you. You witness a death, a act from Caribbean, Jamaica, or from South America, or from Africa. Kids, young people, so them things they are lot in Jamaica. No counseling, no help in the Caribbean. But I forget people with mental illness, them space. Have to make a healthy space for them, a safe space. To make that space that comfortable for them can talk, relax. People believe them. The thing real people, only for people on a job, when the kids and a family member, but when you see him I talk about him mad, him crazy. He might do their madness there. And pity you know probably need a treatment or she need a treatment. It's real. One heap of people and anybody who watch me, and that's a mental illness not real. Only not real. Let's think about this. Or anybody will depend on any one of them live, them I go even further on YouTube or Facebook. We think in the last 2 to 3 years, either Uno get affected and or somebody close to Uno when they get affected with mental illness in some shape or form. Every single one of it, even just by a lockdown. That alone changed the whole world. Let me say most of the world now get diagnosed. Bipolar, multi-personality. How they put bipolar. Schizo. All of them. It associates with criminal activity too. And some of them not for go prison. Not just the white ones, them, the black one them too. So I hear only for the black white people them say, him sick. But the black one them say a criminal. Because we not recognize. We not say them not sick, you know. But we not, because even we quick for say, we kill him, you get my say, hear the white people them say sick. To know a mental institution. A lot of times it's the truth. But we know we want to jump and say, kill him back. All the time a mental illness. And now my person kill them, pick them and put them in my home and lock them up in the house with them for how long. And lock up in the house. Sometimes we say things that we not actually like. Most of my man do that. Mental illness is name. Use the right term and you probably will start get it better. Real. Most people who have mental illness not dirty, like what only thing. Have dreads and bubble and private parts out the door, dirty clothes. A bigger road. No. At least in where I live, in my country in America, most of them have a job, pay a mortgage, went to college. Some of them rich. And I say we can start with anxiety, depression, multi-personality. Most nerds, them are some of the smartest from Bill Gates to where him name with the Apple phone. Let me tell you, say, them suffer from personality disorder, making friends, talking to people. So them lock up most of the time. Because all people treat them type of people, they must kind of withdrawn to themselves and going on them work. Withdrawn from society rather than drawn to them work or whatever them like. And appear too much human being in mind. There's a variety. So if you want a challenge, I have to take one of them and Google it. Somebody must come back and tell me if you do it. And learn. How I get a better understanding. Because them they on a job. They might pay mortgage, them they on a church. That's why shootings and killing are going on a church. It are going on a school. So why some of them little boy and girls, all them are molested picking them. And they still don't think mental illness is not real. Yeah? It's just that a whole heap of people are diagnosed. And them are do other crime because of mental illness. And them go prison feet and other thing. And more people now get diagnosed with. And society still not gonna accept somebody because them are just say wickedness if they are prison. Most of us don't understand it, not even the politicians them understand fully what going on. Teachers need to be retrained, police. People in a public space need to be retrained. Government workers how to deal with it. So at church I get shoot up, school I get shoot up. Most of them are mental illness. Serial killer, with serial killer that don't have a mental illness. You name a serial killer, don't tell me a serial killer what you never heard of that don't have a mental illness. From all of the famous ones then to the no famous one then. How long I tell you say Jamaican police need to accept. So Jamaica have a lot of serial killer. Only for the gangster them are road a serial killer. No serial killer unit. Nothing. And then kill multiple people. And then get a pledge out of it. Just like overseas serial killer. Mental illness, yeah? Some of them, we call it ignorant when the mental illness chip in. Sometimes we call it bad, mad, all bad when the mental illness chip in. The prison system full of them. I talk to ladies who have mental illness and the years of prison. Them worse behind them. Remember we Tracy Long? One of my 360 people them. I do the 30 years, I do the interview with the lady them was that prison, some of them that suffer from mental illness. It's real people. So mental illness week. We don't love the mix up and everything. But we can learn from something. Can learn from something. And one of the most popular and common sickness in the world was slick by a wall away. Whole heap. Our brothers, our prison and sisters. Girl who killed Tani the other day. I know more than one person know her. Almost everybody says she mad. And the first time she takes somebody's life. It's real. Clearance mix up, big up yourself. So thanks for touching on that topic. It's real. It make people can't learn, can't function. Can't be with them loved one, husband, wife, kids. People watch me, young lady who used to work normal, can't take care of her kid no more, or forgive up her kid. The child not understand. Remember that young lady that attempts to fear her child start cut herself now. Real. Well, if as our brothers and sisters face it at Jamaica and the Caribbean. And lack of things cause it. One of the number one thing in the Caribbean, South America, Africa and places like that. Certain poor part of Europe, Slovakia, so it name and them country there. One of the biggest cause of it is poverty. That lead to bunch up in our room, lead to no food, hunger, no education. All heap of people are living in one room, molestation, rape, lot more. So before we pull down her, come here tell her to say she wrong, Natasha. But she also have that real. And I for help, I'm not telling them to do none of that. I'm just telling them to say, take the time out, get a shock for no. Probably somebody close to you or suffer from mental illness. Because somebody often suffer from mental illness in your family or close to you, you know. But all I've been through, before it probably wasn't a reality for everybody. Yeah? And people now talk about it and recognize it. Hospital them would have full up if people are really talking the truth about mental illness. That cause a lot of the criminal activities. And both sides too. Because of the lack of knowledge by the police, they end up killing mental illness people. Remember a few years back, that young man was a Jamaican, a Brooklyn, think him a Muslim, think at the East Civic Park of Brooklyn and they kill him. Remember they talk with his sister and she kind of afraid for come upon the public. Think them the suit was still in a court. Police kill him. And him have mental illness. The one of them killer Maxfield about 3 years ago in Jamaica, mental illness. Everybody in the community knows him have mental. He hold up one stick, police soldier them say a gun and them shot him and kill him. If you send out soldier with the education or police, because everybody in the community, I say the soldier them wicked. Because everybody will live amongst them, know say Jojo head sick. Jojo have the border every day act like him a fire gun. But the police and the soldier them not have enough education for it. Because the government never teach them and adjust as time go by. And since a whole heap of people are suffer from this terrible sickness. So would I know, because everybody in the community knows that Jojo head not right. And them always are going like him a fire and gun with one stick. And everybody see them go to the shop 20 times for the day and give him $1. Although the sun boiling hot and they wouldn't do that to feed them picnic. So everybody knows him sick. Because a normal person wouldn't do that. But the police don't know and the soldier don't know. They're not trained for recognize the symptoms. So they don't think it real. Yeah? And one of the youth go to prison. Real. So a man say, well, if our kids them have learning disability, and it's hard for face as a parents, even me got through it. When them tell me so my son have to stay back in the 5th grade. Never end up staying back. Take him out of public school, put him in a private school. Before my son reach high school, I don't spend $16,000 upon him already. Just for him education. He beg me to go back to public school and go to high school. So my son now in his 2nd year at one doctor. The last couple of years, I had to buy and I look through sitting for 8 hours a day. Public school, I did I work with 30 sitting more picking at the class. When it have like 20 and then get more attention, that will work out better for him. Not because we don't pay the money. So that me though. When you pick now learn and you start rough them up, beat them and you realize them have a learning disability, push them to some serious mental illness. Pick now tease them and trouble them, you tell them don't them other siblings I go farther than them. You love that one them more. Treat that one the worse cause them learning disability. And you probably have no clue what go on. Just think him don't slide bad and love, run up and down. Sit now go off another child and brain. Must run up and down. And pull down things and I want to keep him behind quiet. Every time I tell him to study him book, he can't pay attention. Or probably it's more to it. What hurts me is when they are released from jail and no one follow up on them. some of them becomes. Remember me talk about Tracy? One of my 360 family members do about 25 years of prison. For about 3 murder. I meet quite a few of them ladies out in a prison with her. Never meet nobody. I meet about maybe 4 of them. The first day I meet them, dead stranger. When I feel comfortable with them. Altogether, them 4 people I do about, one of them the 35 years, one the 25, them do over 100 years together though, at prison. 2 of them sitting behind me, one sit beside me, and Tracy Long was the one beside me. Oh, come on, she not free to talk about it. Because there was a project they did in prison, and they got released, and they was a part of the project. This beautiful lady with this beautiful soul, kind of a hippie lady, she wrote a book, she got to prison, mentor them. They wrote a book, them keep track of everything, she follow them when them come out. And Marguerite put them up. That was part of when one of the book was releasing. But they show it with Tracy Long. And they interview a couple of the ladies them and then share them story. You know, one of the ladies they get abused and she kill her husband. Some of the ladies had mental illness. And you know they never get treated for it. And before that experience, the person who made the comment, I always think everybody will go to prison forget lock away and never see the day of light. Tracy will get must 24 years, almost 25, 3 murder. Can't call her now, she always on the pay Tracy Long. She not hide it. Come out of prison, graduate from college. More than wants to Tracy go back to prison. She not gonna go back to prison. I know her. She would never do what she do or get accused of doing or even think of it. All of them ladies over me after that day, I feel like them deserve a next chance. Because I get an experience and it like change my whole outlook on it. The whole thing, I was so at peace when I got the seminar. Like an outdoor event with pictures of them in prison. Or whatever they are in prison. I'm going to feel comfortable around them. I swear as there's a God. They were super nice. I mean, I actually say a good friend up to this day. Good friend. So, for some people, and for some time, but you're not going to know when. But, you know, that made me to think different about it. And as I said, some of the ladies I met, them suffer from mental illness. Good night, Cam. Some people don't forget mental illness week. It's what I say. And as I said, in that line, from what me listen with Mr. Prince. Alright? Me know if them man there do no farmer scamming or nothing or treat any farmer recipient. And me don't know him or talk to him in negative or bad. In any shit helping Natasha. And as I say, somebody will still help a little thing not giving cash. And me still will. But the truth are the truth. I saw the thing go. You understand? I have to just talk it like so. Not to let what go on. Talk the truth. So here what go on. My caller never call me. Because different settings. No problem no what go on. No matter talk about Matlock. So here what go on. It's early. And I gotta take a break and come back. But I don't want to make sure. I don't mix it up with the foolishness I go on and everything. Because a time and place for everything. I'm tired of seeing innocent people get caught up on the internet while they strive to help somebody who's in need and them say, get disrespect, ungratefulness. It's not let come in there. I don't want no more of that. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to see exactly where did I go. Matla, one. I wrap up that live here. When I come back, I got 2 hours. Okay. You sure? Alright then. Mr. Not to let her come, I make sure that then I go cut it and I come back. Alright. Yeah. Good night, Makala. Good night. Good night. Not kill it, you're live.
Huh?
You're on the line.
Okay, I hear you talking about mental illness. So I
Yes.
want to share something with you.
Please do.
I met with my bishop called me and he said to me that there's 5 ladies who want to speak to me. But they don't want to speak to me at church. I have to go where they were. So the immaculate is going to be very some rough conversation that's going to be spoken about. I said, who are these ladies? He said, you know them. He said, they said that you have changed their life tremendously. But he didn't give me the name of it. So I said, where do they want to meet? He's like, the place that they want to meet you is basically like in their gang territory.
Yeah.
And over here, that's what I get involved with as a Christian. I'm into the gang. I go to the gang with the mates, man and woman, and I speak to them. Me cannot come out of church in my Sunday outfit and just go there and sit on the sidewalk with them and take off my idol shoes and just reason with them. And then, me feel good.
Yeah.
So when I met with them, Ashanti, it was when Saturday. I met with them on Saturday, and when we drive up, you can just go in there. They're waiting for you in there. The 2 young men, them come out, and I can tell the gangbangers. They watch me carefully till I come out and say, you don't even have to lock it. We watch it. Nobody can touch it. And they're Hispanic, because that's who really me deal with is Hispanics.
Yeah.
And I went into the area they were at, Ashanti, and Ashanti, I was shocked. These 5 females, I have met them years ago. I have interacted with them with monetary stuff and with also, just giving them stuff to go back into the workforce when they got out of prison, into the workforce, like clothes that they're going to need to do that. I take them to get their hair done when they were going to go. He was 4 years old until she was 19 by her dad. One of them was raped from she was 13 until she was 21 by her uncle. One of them was like a sex slave for her mother boyfriend friend.
Wow.
From she was 12 until she was 19 when she ran away. The other 2 out of the 5 of them killed their abuser.
Oh,
it was
wow.
Self-defense.
Oh, wow.
It was self-defense. But they the thing is what they did when they did it, they ran and then hid the body. So, they got charged for that, but they weren't in prison. One of them was in prison for 13 years. One of them was in one of them was in prison for 18. One of them was in prison for 24. One of them was in prison only for 6, and the other one was in prison only for 5. No. A lot of people would see these women on the street and say, oh, them a murder, why them do this? But you see, if you don't know what caused a person to do certain things, Ashanti, we will assume that this person is wicked, this person is evil. When those young ladies sit down, one of them in there, the oldest one in there was talking to me was 58. The youngest one was 32. Ashanti, when you know Hispanic lady, when I tell you that these women are beautiful, Ashanti.
Yeah.
Ashanti, and when they tell me what they go through, she said she was diagnosed with bipolar, schizophrenia, ADHD from she born, one of them. I said,
Wow.
how could they diagnose with all these things from a child? She said her mother was having her on all these medication. One she up, one she down, when she up, one to bring her up, one to bring her down. She said, "Not let." She them strip show me. If you ever see the girl them body, there's no place on them body when I cut.
Wow.
Them used to hide them hurt in them bedroom. When them get the sexual molestation, them said a couple of them just said them don't just lay there and let it happen because it was lifeless. They took themselves out of like an out of body experience. And they went somewhere else in their mind, they just lay there.
Yes.
Shanti, me I talk to you right now, I want to cry. As a female, we don't even have a slice, a cut on my body, not even a tattoo or nothing, no piercing. To know that somebody would have this much pain and hurt, that when all these things were going on around them, there was nobody, Ashanti, to help them.
Wow.
No mother, no father, no sister, no brother, no uncle, no cousin, no friend, no teacher. Them said all in the middle of 100 degrees, they would wear long sleeve to shirt and nobody would question it. They said they never wear a pair of shorts ever because so many scars from cutting. There's no part of them body left that wasn't cut.
Wow.
No. People out here is glorifying fame and fortune and having this and having that, when there's people who are going through hell in their life. Ashanti, sometimes we gotta step out of ourselves to see others. We gotta step out of who we are, who we think we are, to see others.
Mm-hmm.
We must never think that we are better than anybody, that we cannot go where they are to meet them. Jesus came down into the body, a natural body. He went to ridicule. Why do you think he did that? He did that, Ashanti, to show us that if he can do it, we can do more. He was around everybody, the prostitute, all at the drug, everybody. Ashanti, mental illness is no joke.
It is
But
no
a lot
joke
of
at all.
it's not
It's a
only
serious
men.
sickness.
It's not only women. I have met men where them women beat them every day.
I know
policeman. Because I have a lot of policeman friends and I have policeman family. I know a lot of policemen with them woman, them wife beat them.
Police?
But them don't want it. Police! But they don't want to hit back because them don't want to get into trouble. These are Christian man marrying women that are not Christian. I tell every Christian, do not marry to anybody that's not a Christian. You're unequally yoked. Right now, I'm ashamed to tell anybody because Ashanti, woman is not the only one that's getting abused. Men are getting abused. They have some wicked, vile, disgusting woman out there in the
I
world.
learned that lately, but there is, me even though a man will get murdered after I was getting abused by him baby.
Man
So
get abused, but then shame to tell it.
Correct.
Because if maybe you as a friend, if your friend come to you and tell it them woman I beat him, what would you do? Would you laugh?
Most
tell
man,
the truth.
yes, I gonna laugh. Or if man say them get raped, you know, by a woman, or you know, the people laugh off of them.
You know that a lot of men get molested. Every time people say man do this and man do that, hurt people hurt people. You cannot tell a person to love you when they don't even know what love is, when they've never been loved. They don't know what it looks like. They don't recognize it. They don't see it. So when you're telling them to love, how are they going to they're going to show you what they know as love, which to you is not love, but to them that's love, because that's all they have seen, man and woman. That's all they've seen. Mental illness is going to be it's going to be worse than cancer.
Correct.
In the world.
A terrible sickness,
so you know why?
man.
You know why, Ashanti? It's not being dealt with. It's not being dealt with. They do a crime and trouble in a prison. No, nobody don't get any counseling.
I don't think from lifetime since we're on this earth that being dealt with the right way. Enough money, enough education on the topic. Nothing. People don't even know about it.
You know what the lady then told me when I asked them about them, why they didn't tell anybody when they were young? They said, Ms. Lassie, you know what the problem is? In order for us to show, to accept somebody that they love us, you have to show us that you love us. You know why we call you? When we call your pastor and ask him, you know, and we tell him that all of us want to see you, man and woman. Your pastor said he knew that it was going to be immaculate, that we were going to see. And him said, when she said to me, said, did you remember what you did when you did this? You did this for us. I said to them, I did not know you guys were going through this. Why didn't you tell me? They say, you know why, Miss Lassie? Because maybe they would have armed you too. Because we couldn't tell you. I've been in this country for 43 years. I've seen a lot. Ashanti, I don't know what it is to smoke. I don't know what it is to drink alcohol. I don't know what it is to go out and sleep around with many men. I don't know what it is to go to prison. I don't know what it is to do a lot of stuff. But one thing I do know, what I know how to do is to love.
Yeah.
Is to love people. Ashanti, we have to start showing people love. Sometimes you see people are act up and are crazy.
Yeah.
Try to figure out why. Why? There's a reason. When you see some of them crazy people up on the internet, all are crazy, them need medication. They need medication. Some of them come off their medication.
True.
Some of them won't take their medication.
True. 100%.
So in their way, thinking, so some of them thinking if they go on the internet and act up, that's going to make them feel good.
Yeah. Because the same sickness and mess with them, they said help them to think that too.
Sometimes I wonder, I haven't gone crazy. The stuff that I've seen with that people have told me and that I've walked into. My kids them get mad. Mom, what are you doing going? You know my kids them, the era that I live in is when my kids were young. What you know what I did, Ashanti? I get to know every single gangbangers, every single bad man, every gang. I went around and asked. And I get to know them and come friend with them, cook for them. And you know what my request from them was? I said, anyone I want to ever see any of my children them on the street or places they don't belong, take off your belt and beat their ass and call me on the phone. I gave them all my phone number. I said, take off your belt, whoop their ass, call me. Then I will come and whoop their ass myself and bring that. I never, ever a problem with my children. The police them, majority of them is my friends. I told the police them if my kids are locked up, when you get the phone call, I want you to come and lock them up in prison for 72 hours, 3 days. I want them in jail for a couple of days. Leave them there. Leave them there. We're too soft. Parents gotta wake up. Mental illness is no joke. Stop laughing off stuff when a child comes to you and tell you something. Stop making fun of your child because one is because of their complexion, because of their size.
Sure.
Stop it. Stop telling your child that they're too black, them too dark, and that one they're brown. There's no such thing. They're black. There ain't no such thing on a brown and a black. You're black. You could have bleached till you bleach up. You're black. You could have light skin. You're black. Light skin black and dark skin black. You're black. So when you're gonna look at your dark skin child and tell them that they're black, you're a fool and you're illiterate and dunce. You're black. Period. Point blank. When the police pull you over, you could have lied like what? Wait, the police gonna, if it's a white man, he's gonna call you an N-word. He not see your light skin. He see you as an N-word. Period. Point blank.
It makes sense. When you
Mental
got the
illness
job
beginning
is
at the
black,
home.
probably
They have parents,
American,
especially
Indian, or
Jamaican
white,
parents,
or
Ashanti.
Asian.
They tell the kids, them Jamaican are known for this. You're too dark. You're too dark. You see a light-skinned sister, but the light-skinned sister don't go anywhere in life.
Yeah, that put
I
that
thought the
toll
light-skinned
upon the
sister
kids.
was the
Then
cute
you
one, but the
can't do that.
light-skinned sister is only going around giving her body to every man that come along and don't have nothing. They're bleaching out their skin tone to be light, but they still ain't got nothing.
Nothing.
But the dark-skinned one got something. Parents need to stop it. They're the one who's creating the mental
Real
illness in
talk.
a lot of these children that they grow up to have mental illness. It's
True.
the parents a lot of these fault. The parents do this to a lot of these children. Because when those 5 women told me what they endure, and the parents them were there, the parents them condone this. The parents. So I had to give my input on that, Ashanti. We got to do better. We got to do better as a people. We got to learn how to recognize mental illness.
I agree.
You see me, Ashanti? I am me easy to get shame. So you see you feel shame, Ashanti? Me not go around you. This is why I'm alone, Ashanti. You see, if a man come up to me right now, Ashanti, and tell me he love me and he want to marry me, and I will not receive him because I don't believe it.
Okay.
I don't believe it. I don't believe in love. So
wow.
I believe me loving somebody, my children, but I don't believe, if a person tell me they love me, I don't believe them, and I will never believe them.
Wow.
Because, no, I will never accept a man telling me they love me and they want to marry me until God come back.
Oh, wow.
Some people would say
I'm
to me,
always
that's
no
a
matter
trauma.
what in life,
Yes, it
but
is.
I give up
But the
on
trauma
love.
didn't just happen with the man that I'm with. The trauma that I was with, the trauma happened from
But
I
real
was a
quick,
child from my... Huh?
you know, you think that's fair to yourself? Let me just ask you this question before you go.
Mm-hmm.
You think that's fair to yourself? Where you just like to give up on love?
You see the problem is?
Some people that think that's sad to give up on love. Like, why you don't want? You know, love is a beautiful
but
thing.
Ashanti, you know what? I'm gonna answer your question, but you know what it is? Even though I know you might say it's not right, but I have accepted it. To me, that's out there, that I put out there. A lot of men come into my path. No, me not talk, but no, look, idiot man, I know.
Yes.
They tell my bishop, they tell my pastor that they would love to meet me, and my bishop tell him, no. We cannot go there. Natalie already made a requisite. It's printed. It's typed up. And it's signed, notarized. She do not want no man. Period. We cannot. They don't want my
then.
No.
People are say, even my mommy and my grandmother. My grandmother worry about me so much and get into that's like her dream for see me married, and you know you have to want it. But you know I'm a grandmother that me I like her child. And even my mother to worry about like the life for my life and I get older and I find a wife. Like that's like something like them worry about, like, you know, I grow old with somebody. Cause you know, even at that age, sex is not really, you know, it's companionship and being there for each other. Somebody to talk to and you're alone in the house or stuff like that.
I'm going to tell you what happened to me the other day. Oops. The other day, Ashanti, I went to the mall.
Yeah.
Ashanti?
Yeah, man, I'm listening.
I went to the mall and it was like, I think it was around, I would say, 12 o'clock when I got out of the mall. I was just there. The mall was already closing up, so I was just there. When I done, I went outside in my car and I sat down. And, you know, and I was buying up. I started because the mall had so much, I was just there. And I'm looking at myself and I'm looking. I'm coming out of the mall with all these expensive stuff in my bag. And I started to reflect, right, Ashanti, and I said, Immaculate, what is it that make you happy? And I open up the phone and I look at my grandchildren and my children. That makes me happy.
Okay.
Then I was just wondering, what is going to happen when you get older and you're there in your living room or somewhere and you need somebody to talk to? I know your grandchildren might be around and love you, even though none of them is around this area. So I just
They probably younger and have them girlfriend and they are the age when me used to be run up and down with girlfriend and boyfriend and the young people stuff.
And I was just reasoning with God. And I could hear the voice clearly spoke to my heart. Immaculate, this is not what I want for you. You have so much to give. You have so much love to give. You have so much love. But I can't do nothing because you blocked me. I said, God, please don't send any man my way.
You ask God for not send a man.
Yes.
Most people that say, God, please send me a good man and the right man.
I ask God that. Do not, because I will not open my heart to love no
So all you never say like God send me a good man or send me the right man instead of that?
Not me. No. Because that's not what I want. I don't need it. That's the problem with a lot of people. They think they want me.
Yeah,
Rather than want. I don't
need companionship and...
I am at peace, Ashanti.
Okay.
No. Ashanti, I am at peace. And I'm telling you the truth. If a man come right now and tell me, Natalie, God send me, God has to come down himself and show me the signs. Say him do it. Else I'm never going to receive him. And they have come. And I turn them all away. I went to see a counselor, because we in life, we need to go see a counselor once in a while. And I was speaking to her. I saw her for about 7 months. She said, Miss Lasser, there's nothing wrong with you. You have adapted to that lifestyle because you were hurt. Your hurt didn't only come from the person you were with. It came from the stem from you were a child. You were a child. And she's Jamaican. She said, I am Jamaican. Me and her have the same complexion. She has like 5 different degrees.
Yeah.
Her husband is a white man. She said, Natalie, I would never date a Jamaican man. So I choose to marry a white man.
Yeah.
She said the Jamaican people, when you're dark, they treat you like you're nobody and don't know that it's mentally they're messing up your head. So she chose never to be with a black man. She and her husband been married for 35 years. That's the only man she has ever taken was him. She said she haven't spoken to her mother until the day her mother died. She went to her funeral because her mother used to call her Blackie. And guess what? She's the only one who ended up come out to be something. The one who was light skinned and brown, then poor like a papa and living nowhere and begging her for money every minute from Jamaica. She's in America with 5 degrees, living in a 5-bedroom mansion, a 2 brand new car, house paid up. Her husband is one of the top renowned neurologists in Massachusetts, a white man. She said, Natalie, I'm going to introduce you to something new. She said, I'm having a get-together in my house. I think it's next Saturday, and I want you to come. I'm going to introduce you to a white man, and I'm going to show you how a woman should be treated. I'm going to introduce you to white people. I said, I have a lot of white friends. She said, no. I'm going to treat, this is a house party. There's going to be a lot of single renowned doctors and this and that. I want you to come. And I know that I don't have to tell you to dress nice because I know you have some bad you have some dope outfit. He said, dressed up, it's black tie. So I went out and buy a beautiful black sequin dress. And I'm gonna go. And a pair of Louis Vuitton pump. And I'm gonna go. My sister said to me, say, you know what? She tell me the one in Florida where you talk to. She said, my sister, me don't want no black man. Me don't want them. Me want white
black
man.
man hurt want so much, man. Damn. Shout out to Johnny.
She said she don't even want to see no name no black man around her. That's why she will
Now why is that though? Hurt?
It's the way how a lot of you know what it is the fault. Me know he's a man and you know what I'm talking. You see the way a lot of black men talk to black woman. Remember, we've been in this country for a long time. You see the black man, them, they talk to the black woman bad and them treat the white woman them like gold. The white woman them could have big like a buffalo, then treat them like princess and treat the black woman them like garbage.
No, not me.
In this country, you know that. You know that. You live here long enough. You live here long enough. My sister, light skin. She tell me no. She date and it's white man. She said, Natalie, you need to date. Look how much white man like you. But because from the things and I go.
So why you don't try then another race then? Me just saying, I'm not telling you not to do it. I'm just saying then, since then.
What?
No, you then, why you don't probably see another race then and see all that?
I have Spanish, Hispanic, yeah.
So what the problem then? That's the ask what the problem. I'm a rephrase it. So what the different then? Cause true the problem with the black man then, and you still know with the Spanish man now. So what the different make that no problem?
Mm-hmm. No. Spanish man very romantic.
Oh no, they don't know that Spanish man.
And that's what I like. I don't want a man that's not romantic. Period. I love romance. It's not about sex to me. I want romance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
which not includes.
Yeah, and that's why she choose to do that. Because, and every person that I know, a lot of the I know a couple of black women that's all who they're with. It's white man. And they said they would never take a Jamaican man. They would rather go back to God a virgin.
No. Mm-hmm. Me personally, most love my Jamaican and Caribbean woman and black woman. May switch sometime and a Spanish black woman same way. But I saw too, because I used to that culture and I said I never did and do it all the time, but so I used to this and kind of just stick with what I used to now.
But you never used to date out of your race either, right?
I date out of my race more than one time, but I just kind of, most of the things that I do around Jamaican, then Caribbean woman, and Black American, so mostly them, but I talk to white woman before already, and
No.
Spanish, but mostly black Spanish.
I don't want no Black American. Me don't want no Black American.
Oh, they are my second most woman in the talk from Jamaica, then Caribbean terms.
No.
And them fuck place.
Never. They're more racist than the white people.
None of my black people, like me, can't live America over 30 years. Certain community, when I'm black, me can't live there. Not necessarily I have to live in an all black, no, but I have to live in somewhere more comfortable. I'm a been from Staten Island for years, so I know the difference and the prejudice and the uncomfortableness. I not deal with it and I not do certain things. So I just stay in my zone. And I not forget you have good black community where people own them houses and stuff, where me always grow up my son and show him. So that every black community, like where you sit on TV, people live certain way or act certain way. I always think that important.
Mm-hmm.
But me
So that's
personally,
only
I
fear. But
feel more comfortable. That's why I love
I have
Queens. I
never
love
ever,
around Caribbean people.
I
But I like it kind of quiet.
I have never, ever, and I've been in America over 42 years, almost 43 years. I've never been out with a black American, and I will never, ever do it, ever.
My black
Never in the
people.
sea. Not a black American, never.
Okay.
I've only been with Jamaican and Hispanic.
Okay.
Yeah. Never. No.
I 30 years in our country, so I'm big.
Yeah, and my sons, them, they don't go out with black American. They never went with black American either. Yeah, and they were born here. They're my young kids. My kids, them.
But your kids, them are black American.
My sons, them. Yeah, man. Ashanti, I've been here for 43 years.
Oh, more than me. Yeah, about 30 something.
Yeah, my kids that were born here. They're all married. My two sons and my daughter. I would never condone my sons to just be, and my sons and the woman that they're married to is the woman that they've been with since they were young, and that's their baby mother and their wives. My daughter is her husband is that's it. Because I tell him, no, you ain't going over here sleeping with this one, baby, I'm not married. Nope. And I'm not nobody's mother-in-law unless you're married. Nobody call me mother-in-law unless you're legally married.
That's what
a mother-in-law is. Huh?
Them are for married first.
Oh, what person gonna call me mother-in-law and they're not married to my son? No.
Okay.
No, they're married. They've been with them. My son.
No, but me say if you have a girlfriend, that wouldn't be a daughter-in-law, no?
No, you must be crazy. That's my son's girlfriend. That's not my daughter-in-law. She wouldn't be my daughter-in-law. That would be my son's girlfriend. No, my daughter-in-laws, no. My sons are married. Those are my daughter-in-laws because they're married to my sons. And my son-in-law is my daughter's husband. He's married to my daughter.
Okay.
Yeah. My son Albert and his wife been together. They met in college. They've been together for 20 years. They've been married for 9. Yeah, my son Amar and his wife, they've been married. I don't remember how long they've been married for, but that's the mother of their children and their wives. Yeah, and even when they were girlfriend, they never call me mother-in-law because they know that wouldn't be right. My son's wife is Hispanic, and the other one is black. She wouldn't call me mother-in-law because she know I wouldn't be a mother-in-law because and my son is not married. Yeah, but no, they are married. So, but I was just come to tell you my bits, but and I went. It's nothing is wrong with people getting therapy. I don't want to stray away from the conversation. There's nothing married in getting therapy. Therapy it helps and it works. But you gotta let it work. Therapy works because when you leave out of that the therapist's office, it's up to you what you need to do. But when you're talking about mental health, Ashanti, it is real.
I did therapy for over a year, but it took me about 4 years from after the first time. I kind of hear say probably you gotta talk to somebody. Probably would have gonna feel me come to the conclusion. Say me actually, mad, you can't go therapy. It was one of the best things I ever done in my life.
You mean too, Ashanti? Because when I did it for a couple months, but then because I was always saying I'm going to just pray then go to God and go to God and go to, because I'm a person, I'm an introvert. I keep my business to myself. I'm very private. I don't tell nobody my business, not even my own family know my business. I'm very, very, very secretive. I don't tell no, even if I'm dying today, nobody would know, because I would keep it to myself. I wouldn't even tell my children, because I wouldn't want to invoke that type of hurt from them. I'm an introvert. I keep things inside.
Me too, Turkey did
I
that a
suffer
lot.
in silence, and I will be smiling. And if somebody hurt my feelings, the best thing I'll do is just move away from them and distance myself from them.
Turkey
Just
can't
not
get
for them to
deep,
hurt me
man.
again. So I'll just stay away from that.
Turkey could be like
That's
peeling
the
away
therapist
like
told me.
skin, man. Go straight back to
How
your
long did you do
childhood,
therapy for?
to
4
when you're
years?
a baby, find the roots to some of your prop. Turkey is like, yo. And before me
Yeah, man,
do
it
it,
brought
I
up
was
some
like,
stuff,
yo,
Ashanti, that you don't even want to know.
people. But when you accept it and say, it's a form of treatment, you can try it, trust me, at least to me can't talk about. One of the
Me
best
too.
decisions.
Me too.
But it take a while
Because
for me to get to it though. Like, which it shouldn't be. So I tell Ono, don't think it's taboo. You know what I say?
no,
Look into
it's
it.
not. It's not, people. It's the best thing to
Good
do.
night, Susan.
But go in there with an open mind. Go in with an open mind. Don't go in there with a closed mind not to receive. Go in there and sit and go with an open mind that you have a problem and you're not crazy and it's nothing wrong. It's not a taboo. It's nothing wrong.
Man, it's cool.
These people are specialists. They're
Cool
specialized in
not
that.
Wrong.
They're specialized in
Trust
that.
me.
I remember, Ashanti, a man, this man, made a come out. I remember when something was in my church one day, and we had a shut-in, and I was coming home, and it was like about 3 in the morning, and I stopped at the gas station I was in another city, and I stopped at the gas station, and Ashanti, the man come up from behind me, all the time carrying and parking, carrying about me and look at him with my right eye. But he came on my left side and him come out and carrying him, leave him, carried open. And right away I turned around and I said, the blood of Jesus is against you. And I just start screaming out, the blood of Jesus is against you. I know what his intention was. He was coming to grab me, and I make sure I scream at, and I put the whistle. I have this whistle, and I blow the whistle. At the gas station attendants ran out of the gas station, and run and say, "Are you okay?" And him jump in him car and drive away. And I'm saying, if I wasn't aware. You know what I'm saying? Even that I brought up in therapy. I released all of that because I was like, I held on to that, Ashanti, for years that I could have been, I could have been taken away and raped and killed.
And to me, the most important thing what therapy did for me, a lot of time you go through stuff in life, and you wonder if you're alone and go through it, if you go through it, you can't put really a sickness or what it is. You don't know if I'm from your childhood. You don't know why you probably act that way there. And it do all of that and put the clinical meaning so you could treat yourself. Because it's probably something from your childhood, something along your life.
Yeah.
So you could get for treat that. And it don't have to be with crazy medication. As I said, vitamins. You have exercise, for the arms. Me like, I'm used to the
meditation.
Yeah.
Yoga, because I never take no medication. I was never put on any medication. The therapist told me, you are not crazy.
You shut your eye, actually feel relaxed.
Yeah, and she would give me this thing to do because she's Jamaican too, so she understood where I was coming from, Ashanti, and she's also she grew up like that. She grew up like that, so she knew where I was coming from. She said, "Like you are not crazy because I went through the same thing, And she said, "I did therapy," and she said, "That's what makes you become a psychologist because she wanted to help people."
Vitamin
because
D
somebody
good.
her. Yeah, so people, mental illness is not a joke. Look at the warning sign. Look at the warning sign in your children. Look at the warning sign. It's there. Remember, hurt people. They grow up and they hurt people because they are hurt people. So look at the warning sign. If a person show you who they are, don't wait for them to tell you. Hurt people. The hurt comes from a child. So when they grow up, they're going to hurt people because they come from a place of hurt. Look
That
for the
is
warning
true.
sign. Look for the warning sign. That's why
true.
I choose to say, look for the warning sign. Because when these women were telling me and showing me them body, Ashanti, no part of their body was not marked from cutting. No part. Everywhere was covered with cut.
Yeah.
You know, so just you know, this, instead of people on social media negative, they need to talk about stuff like this.
Yeah, man,
And be real and stop talking about having sex and doing this and doing that. That is not what love is. These people really want to hear some good stuff from the people who have this platform. Come out with good topics and good conversation. You never know, a person could be in their home and they turn on somebody live and hear some encouraging word, and that stop them from killing themselves or cutting themselves. Be careful of the words that you're using on the live, people. A lot of people, that's all they got is you guys. And they turn down and hear something negative and they go do something to themselves.
Susan, yes. And I so appreciate you calling in too. I so appreciate it and sharing it. I mean, I feel take on this topic more too.
Yes. And talk about yours too, that you went for counseling.
Oh, yeah.
Don't be a
Let them
know you went for counseling.
It's a good experience.
I went for counseling and it was fantastic.
Yeah.
It was, and I never been abused. I never been hit by a man in my life. I never been raped. Yeah. I never been molested. I never been abused by a man. I never been hit by a man. But I went for counseling because of my hurt from my family members.
Yeah.
With mean words. The words hurt more than slapping you.
Get Wally, nothing extra.
The words hurt, Ashanti, that your family members say to you. Your words hurt that your mother and your father say to you. Even if they never hit you, the words hurt. And they stay with you for life. The words, it's in your head.
And I'm going to say this. I'm going to even go further. I know Maxine don't mind me using her as an example. Because I always tell Maxine, so she this way. Maxine faster man talk, my friend. I'm going to tell you something about Maxine. One, you could have done a million good stuff, and this is not the she. Other people with mental illness, me notice. One, could have done a million good stuff, and one negative stuff. She would just eat it. And trigger. And that goes for even kids too. If you have kids, be careful. You could take care of them all your life, and one little mishaps and it go negative, then we all eat it for them rest of it real, man, tell you. You can't put them in that place there. One act.
You know, Ashanti, I'm going to tell you something. You know, a father telling a child that don't live at home with his mama, I'm going to come pick you up next weekend and we're going to be hang out together. And that child wait for the father not to come. Do you know that on the earth, when the father don't show up, stay with the child for the rest of their life? That's abandonment.
I boy picking them something the earth, not just girl.
Yeah, I said child. I didn't say girl, but a child.
Yeah, man, them something the earth kid.
Yeah. And that stay with them for life. That's a mental. That mess with them. So they grow up thinking that everybody's going to abandon them. So they stay away, don't even love. They stay away, don't even love anybody, never been in any relationship.
Well, so, thanks for calling in. I will talk to you later.
It was a pleasure. I had to share that little bit with you. I'm going to meet with them again because me and them are going to sit down and talk and go to lunch and just they're gonna share more this time. Guys are gonna come because I'm gonna hear the guys' perspective on how they got abused and the mental side too, why they become gangbangers. So I will in another segment I will talk about that part with you.
No problem. Thanks for
Yeah.
calling,
All right.
Immaculate.
All right, Ashanti. Take care. Good night.
All right, good night, Immaculate. All right, up and running. Thanks for calling, Immaculate. Thanks for calling my callers. And Suzette, caller. Some man, you know, man like, you know, Suzette, lick out my heart with love. I think that somewhere else him do that too. Almost let me lose my mind. Me see something else. 360, that's why when man touch my neck, it no me used to go away. And you know, me used to do like the therapy and then exercise, me them. I know that me have to do this to my neck hard, you know, I tell them if I do it. To do on something I'm on my shoulder, I'm kinda wink my eyes up here, so and just like shut your eyes and do it. Just like what the something. You know, man, so, you know, classic music get me relaxed. Or light music. Kind of light FM music. Music where you hear the doctor office, the music that get me real relaxed and classic music. You know, man, so get me really calm. Well, man, I don't do a lot of thinking. I'm gonna listen to that music there. Good night, my friend from Curacao. How you doing? I'm ID. Good night, Ashanti. Very informative topic. I really appreciate it. Thank you. And the person on YouTube. So you guys, I'll come on back a little late. I'm going to give some trouble with me and Matlock. About 11 o'clock, hour and 50 minutes. All right, God bless and love you. We hope to continue to join Positive Show. Share the live, like the video, people. Come on, the 12 people left on YouTube. Like the video. And when you go up on YouTube, Facebook, when you go up on YouTube, when you go over YouTube, alright, don't forget to subscribe over YouTube, Ashanti360 TV. Big up Maxine Faster. Alright, subscribe to Fair Channel Maxine Faster. And YouTube, hashtag fire. Subscribe to hashtag HASHTAG. And YouTube and like our page too on Facebook. Matlock breaking news. Big up on yourself. God bless each and everyone for watching. Suzette, everybody, big up on yourself. God bless you. Suzette, what's up, please? Alright, Claudine Cameron, big up yourself, Makala. Alright, I think we said enough about Natasha already. You know, she probably are watching the like what me say, but you don't know Natasha, you know, my love for you on. You know, I don't wish bad for nobody and, you know, whatever me can do, you know me I just still on try to help you once you upset, but, you know, them not lie, and that's the truth. Big up Prince too. Alright? God bless everybody. Alright? Catch you guys later. Big up yourself, Claudine. Up and running, Suzette. What's up, me, alright? My 360 ladies. Love you. I come back, you know. Matlock, it I go up to you if you not come back. Me, I come back. Alright? They're gonna see me. Matlock never call me. Alright. Big up on yourself. Alright. YouTube, God bless you. Thanks for tuning in on YouTube. Alright? Big up on yourself, my YouTube people. Up and running. Up and running. Ashanti360 in the building. Subscribe.